Are you looking for a great service business to start? If so, you might consider starting a pressure washing business. Even if you don't know a thing about pressure washers, and it won't take you long to learn everything you need to know to get started. Now, I'm a believer in that as long as you have an open mindset, there's nothing you can't learn. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Heck, nothing in life worthwhile is easy. But even if you're starting with zero skills, this business will take you much less time to master than, say, a handyman business where you've got to know carpentry and plumbing, electrical, and other trade skills that are required. Even if you've got limited capital, don't worry, I'll show you how to get started on a shoestring. Now, one idea for starting on a shoestring is to begin by conducting a simple primary business research project. Now, there are two types of business research and when you're starting a new business, primary and secondary. And secondary research is this information that you can find that's been gathered by somebody else. In other words, you get on Google and you look for anything and everything you can find about the pressure washing business. Now, this post is considered secondary research to you because I created it and I'm providing it to you. It's good, but nothing beats going directly to your customers, and that primary research. All right, getting back to my original thought on the project I want you to conduct. I want you to conduct a primary research project about starting a pressure washing company. First, create a simple but professional looking flyer offering a special price for a driveway cleaning or a house cleaning. Next, print off about 100 of those flyers and go to the nicest neighborhood in your town and drop them off on 100 doorsteps. What's the worst that can happen? Well, you'll probably get some calls to actually clean something. What happens next, right? Panic? Not to worry. Since you've done some secondary research on how to professionally clean a driveway, just go down to your local tool rental store or big box home store and rent the pressure washer you need to go and complete that job. Now, is there some risk here? Yeah, absolutely. I haven't told you to go get a business license or insurance or register your business. So, if something happens while you're doing the actual job, you really don't have any protection. So now that I've put out my disclaimer, what have you learned? Well, you've got a better idea of how to pressure wash a driveway. You've got a better idea of what type of equipment you're going to need to clean the driveway. And you've got a better idea of how many flyers you're going to have to create and put out to get that work. All right, so if the primary research project that I just mentioned is too risky, you could just speak to the homeowners that responded to your ad and let them know that you're just conducting business research, and we'll call them back once you've legally got your business set up. Now, if your goal was to learn how to operate a pressure washer, then you can still just go down and rent one and clean everything you can find around your house. Since the pressure washing equipment is probably the most expensive item in your startup, you've just significantly reduced your startup cost if you decide to rent one until you have the funds to purchase it. So, in the beginning, you could just start part-time and put every dollar you make back into the business until you can afford the equipment that you really want. It's a little bit of a wait, but it's better to take that extra time and start the right way. Another great thing about this type of business is the historically very strong demand for it. As a matter of fact, the keyword phrase pressure washing service near me gets almost 3,000 internet searches every month. Now, that search term also has a strong trend over time. Now, this means that the demand stays strong month after month, year after year. Think of fidget spinners. Those silly little toys that kids went crazy for back in 2017. Well, the demand back then literally was through the roof, but the historical trend has fallen off the charts, right? Today nobody is searching for fidget spinners, a flash in the pan, if you know what I'm saying. Now, I'm confident in checking the first box in that, if you start a pressure washing business, you will have a sustained business over time. And, that's really the purpose of doing business research, is to know that you have a business before you're going to sink a bunch of time and money into it.